Dylan Downey in the 37, bringing us to the green.
Can Mitchell Collins get a run?
And a win, and Ben Crouch is going to take the win here at Pocono.
Side by side, it's going to be a lot away.
Push on the outside, 19.
Heading down to the stripe, it's going to be Mike Fink Jr., number 38, winning.
Moves him up. Here comes Jesse Orski to the inside. Welcome everyone to race number 6 of the DLP IndyCar series. We're here at Road America in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, where 33 Dalaras have gathered to go 16 laps around this 4-mile road course. I'm Josh Williamson and I'm here to bring you the action today. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. That right side's going to be the preferred line going into turn 1, so Stapleton could be in the best position once they get there. But gonna have to watch in the next turn to see if Josephine O'Neill tries to dive bomb, and that is a very real possibility. Here they come around the final turn. They will come up the hill, the pace car will come off. There it goes, 33 Dalaras coming up the hill. And awaiting the green flag as they head under the Bucyrus sign. And the 6th race of the DLP IndyCar series is green. So much for what I said about Stapleton getting the jump, as O'Neill into turn 1 got the big jump on the outside and now holds the lead over Jacob Thibodeau. Then it's Brian Benjamin, Andrew Miller, and Abby Jacobs, the top 5. As the field scrambles, trouble behind in turn 5. 98 of Mark Davidson. He'll get it gathered back up. No cautions in this race. We'll go 16 flat to the end. Under the Speedville sign goes the field. It's all singled out right now. And now through this fast hairpin turn, Stapleton slides behind. Andrew Miller trying to draw him in close. Unable to get there for the time being, but seeing side by side back here with Justin Zidell and Noah Clifton. Now Clifton's falling back. Dale Lightning going underneath, and now here comes the 68 last race's winner, Zachary DeLello, moving into the picture, and 3 wide, almost behind, with Travis Crampton, the 28 of Evan Hunter, and the 27 of Tyler Fink. Seen side by side back here, that's Trey Wright and Johnny Gardner. Bobby Frazier, Christian Vargas, and a lot of guys back here side by side here early on. But up for the lead, it is still Josephine O'Neill in the 15. Jacob Thibodeau is right there, though, on the back wing. Lap 1 is in the books. There are your lap times right there. Right now, Jacob Thibodeau has the fastest lap time, a 2 minute 7 second .139. Average speed of 114 miles an hour that lap. Down the long straightaway, heading for turn 5. They all get through clean, heading up the hill to turn 6. Over to turn 7, O'Neill trying to grow that lead ahead of Thibodeau. Doing a very good job so far here early in this race. Meanwhile, side by side back here with Ben Dover and Keyshawn Richardson. On the inside, here comes Dover. Unable to make the pass just yet going through that hairpin turn. But now, Keyshawn Richardson will get by. Keyshawn currently sitting in the 7th position just behind Angel Oliveira there in the 41. And ahead of Ben Dover there in the 21. Remember, he won at Sonoma, the first road course we went to in this season. Due to a late race pit strategy and a lucky caution, but this race we don't have any cautions, so interesting to see if he will, what kind of strategy he will pull to try to get up there and sweep the road courses. He's got a real good shot of it here early on. Lap 2 is in the books. It is O'Neill over Thibodeau still by 0.68 seconds, and then it's almost a full second back to Nathan Stapleton. Then it's Andrew Miller and Abby Jacobs still the top 5 as they head into turn 3. Boy, look at Jacobs get sideways going into that turn. Now down the long straightaway. Almost reminds you of the Mulsanne and Le Mans, doesn't it? Through turn 4, the heavy braking zone there. Up through turn 5 at 6. It's Thibodeau trying to draw the 15 in, but no luck right now as Stapleton closes in behind. Still going through, mostly single file throughout the field right now, as typical for these road course races here. Whoa, Moffitt way wide. Behind Trey Wright back there. Almost into the grass. Went that 20. That's for 22nd position right there, just ahead of the 77 of Gardner. And back behind, still mostly single filed out right now. The car lagging a bit behind right there. The 14 is Zach Winkle, 43 seconds off the pace. Bad start for that AJ Foyt Racing number 14. But perhaps some time to make up the gap. Even though only 16 laps in this race, could have a pit strategy going. We'll see. Out of the final turn and up the hill. Josephine O'Neill, she continues to lead here at Road America. And the gap grew by 2 100ths. Thibodeau pretty much staying even right behind. The fastest car on the track right now, the fastest lap set, was Ben Dover with a 2 minute 3.769. Nothing for lap info right now. And the car with the slowest lap was Zach Winkle, the 2 minute 15.742. So that 14 off to a really bad start here at Road America. Into the break-in zone after the long straightaway. Down through turn 5, headed through turn 6. Ooh, Thibodeau peeked to the inside. Couldn't quite get there. Watch as they come through here. Now we got side-by-side back here. Bend over and Angel Olvera. Olvera's going to hold him off. Way wide onto the rumble strips. There's a side-by-side right here with Ethan Farley and Casey Nanico. Nanico not able to get by. And take a look at our points leader coming into this race, Dale Lightning, comfortably back in the 13th position. Actually 12th, as he's gotten around Justin Zeidel in the 83. So the 8 showing a little bit of speed early on. It's tough to pass on this type of racetrack with this type of car. But he's doing a really good job so far. Quentin Moore just a couple spots ahead of them there in that 67. Up in the 10th position ahead of Ale Moscow. They go through the final turn. Doesn't look like Dale Lightning's going to lose the points lead anytime soon throughout this race. At least if things keep up the way they are. And Thibodeau, meanwhile, clicked off a big amount of time from the 15. The gap was 7/10 last lap, and it's 26 hundredths now, so he's drawn her in big time. And Nathan Stapleton, Mr. Where did he come from? He was a second and a half off the pace. And he came in 0.63 behind that lap. But looks like a wiggle through turn 4. And a bad break for the target number 9. He'll fall back big time going through turn 5. Thibodeau's going to be right there through turn number 5. Now up the hill, headed for turn number 6. One car way wide back there. Looked like it may have been, it was a blue car, it may have been the 91. Now side by side right here with Gene Sanford and Quentin Moore. Gene Sanford by to hold on to 9th. Nothing much changing behind as on-track positions go. Hamid has fallen back a little bit in that 25. May have got off track at some point. That's a bad break for that Snapple number 25. This is probably the heaviest braking zone on the track right here that they're going through right now. Josephine O'Neill makes it. See if anyone pops out of line to try to make a move. No one yet, but these guys behind, yeah, they're all going to stay singled out right now. Up through the final turn and going to go up the hill. The gap's going to be, looks like it's going to be a little bigger this time between the 15 and the 33. It's 0.26 last time, 0.36, so just a little bit, just 1/10 bigger. Stapleton fell back big time that lap. Probably going to see pit cycles happening around lap 8 or 9. Guys going to try to split this race. Guys and gals, I should say. Josephine O'Neill looking to be the first female winner of the series thus far. Abby Jacobs looked like she was going to have a shot last week at Homestead to accomplish that feat. Late trouble took the 91 out of contention, late shuffling, but still put together a respectable race at Homestead. Great showing for that 91 team as a whole. Now back behind going through turn 6, Zachary DeLello, Travis Crampton going to go side by side. Crampton's going to hold on to the spot. 3 wide. Noah Clifton splits the middle. What a pass by that number 12. By the 27 to Fink, the 22 of Mitchell Collins. Collins for Schmidt Peterson. Man, He's had people go by him on both sides, but now we'll get by the 27 of Fink. Fink trying to get back underneath, though, in that 27. Can't quite get there. The big gap from that Ethan Farley. No, that's Jamison Thole. Back to the 19 of Trey Wright. That is for the... let's see if the standings will show it here. The 20th and 21st positions. These guys are slipping back just a little bit as the lead pack, the lead bunch, starts to stretch away. And it is a big lead this time by for Josephine O'Neill. Back to Thibodeau. And then it's a 4-car line right here with Stapleton, Miller, Jacobs, and Richardson. And then a couple seconds back to Angel Olvera and Bendover. Jean Sanford's kind of all by herself. Quentin Moore right behind. Dale Lightning right there. Just knocking on the top 10 right behind his closest points standings adversary. Just short of halfway here at Road America. The clear favorite for the race win right now looks to be Josephine O'Neill. It's going to be interesting again to see how pit cycles work. Who comes out, who works the strategy. This is going to end up to be a strategy race more than likely. Looks like Quentin Moore going to the inside of Gene Sanford through turn 6. Unable to get the position once again, and Dale Lightning's going to be right there on the back wing. Still haven't seen hardly anyone able to complete the pass out of turn 6 there. Looks like we had some guys come in. Eli Bright, Mark Davidson among the first takers coming to pit road. That's earlier than I was expecting, but see how it works for them. Maybe they got some kind of plan going. Through this heavy braking zone. A sizable gap still between the 15 and the 33. Stapleton's wheeling the car. You see him? I didn't think he was going to make that corner there. He was coming in so fast. Oh, there goes O'Neill. There goes Thibodeau. Stapleton's going to inherit the lead. Then it's Andrew Miller, Abby Jacobs, and I believe that's the 26 of Richardson. Yes, it is. See if anyone else comes down. It's the 17 of Vale Moscow coming into the pit road. 19 of Trey Wright as well. One car coming in behind. That's Casey Nanico. Those are the last guys to come in. So, Stapleton inherits the lead over Andrew Miller. It's Abby Jacobs third. Keyshawn Richardson in the 4th position. With Angel Olvera currently in 5th. I know the standings doesn't say that, but car 15's on pit road. Speaking of pit road, see who's going to be first off. No surprise here. Josephine O'Neill, the 15, first off pit road. Then Thibodeau, Vale Moscow, and Casey Nanico. Trey Wright with a slow stop there. Comes out behind the 7. And I believe Osman Hamid is behind all these guys. Yes, he is. 43 seconds or so behind the lead, so these guys had nothing to worry about there. As far as the 25 goes, side by side through the hairpin here with Sanford and Moore. Looks like Moore's finally going to be able to get by there in that 67. Now Dale Lightning, slingshot to the inside, can't quite get there. Watch this heavy braking zone. Haven't seen a pass through here yet. And still not going to see it. Meanwhile, we'll go ahead and check back in up front. It's Stapleton still. Andrew Miller second. Abby Jacobs. Keyshawn Richardson. Angel Olvera. See who's going to come down pit road. I believe everyone else might come down now. Yep. Not seen someone not come down pit road in this cycle yet. Still, everyone turning to the right. See if anyone gambles and tries to stay out. It's going to be the 18 of Christian Vargas who does so. I don't think he had much of a choice there because that car on the inside looked to use him up a lot. I believe it was Farley in the 11. So Vargas got used up big time there as he came down the front straightaway. I don't guess he's going to be too happy about that. That may have just cost him a race victory. Stapleton, no, it's going to be Miller off first. The big advantage coming off pit road. I don't believe O'Neill's going to be able to get by these guys. So Andrew Miller, once the 18 of Vargas comes down, could inherit the lead. And this is Vargas coming around right here, I believe. No, that's Trey Wright. Where'd the 18 end up? See O'Neill forcing to the inside of Abby Jacobs through turn 5. Up through turn 6. Going to get that spot. Still trying to figure out what in the world happened. There's the 18. So maybe he pit earlier. I guess he did. He's listed in the 21st position. So right now it is Nathan Stapleton up front here at Road America. I apologize for the confusion there. Correction, Andrew Miller. It's Andrew Miller leading here at Road America. Currently side by side behind for third with Keyshawn Richardson, Josephine O'Neill. O'Neill's trying to work her way back up that Graham Rahal entry. And she will get the spot. Trying to reel in now the number 9 of Nathan Stapleton. Ooh, way to the outside. Overshot the corner. And Richardson might get the spot back. Up through the turn. No, it's going to be O'Neill through that left-hander. Up through the wide right-hander here. And up the hill. O'Neill will hold on. Meanwhile, up front, it is a big gap between the 63 and 9. Back to the 15. Suddenly, the 16 updated to the leader. So, Bobby Frazier apparently has the lead as the standings are shaped right now. Trying to figure out where he is here. There's the 14. There's the 98. I wonder if Frazier came down late or something. There he is. Right there. So I believe he came down late. And all these guys ahead. Ooh, big shot there from the 6 to the 68. I believe he came down late onto the pit road, and the standings just haven't updated yet. So right now, I do believe it is Andrew Miller leading. Nathan Stapleton's right there. Josephine O'Neill trying to draw them in. She's getting closer. A 3-car breakaway for the lead. Abby Jacobs in the 91 getting by the 26. It's the 15 getting by the 26. Now going to the inside, Nathan Stapleton. He'll clear the 9. What a pass by O'Neill. Through the left-hander, drives it a little wide onto the rumble strips. No trouble. Takes the high line, now goes low. Through the final turn, trying to close in on Andrew Miller. Coming around for 6 laps to go at Road America. And yes, now, Andrew Miller is officially the leader as the standings update. It's Josephine O'Neill second, Stapleton, Jacobs, Richardson, Olvera, then Dover, Moore, Thibodeau, and Lightning. Lightning looks like he might actually hold on to the pole. Ooh, he used Thibodeau up there, and Thibodeau, I guess he'll get back by going down this long straightaway under the Sargento sign. That is the 5 of Travis Crampton. Now going to the bottom side of Dale Lightning. Going through the corner. He's going to try to force it 3 wide. Lightning gets shoved out of it. Crampton there. It's going to be Thibodeau ahead of the 5 as they finally get it sorted out. Meanwhile, up ahead. Ooh, man. Miller drove way wide there. Slipped sideways through that turn. O'Neill drove it in good. Under the Suzuki sign. Out of the hairpin. Headed for Canada corner. Right there on the bumper. Up through the final turn. We're going to see 5 laps to go this time. Andrew Miller continues to lead. It's Josephine O'Neill second. Nathan Stapleton third still. Abby Jacobs. Then Keyshawn Richardson, the guy who won Sonoma, in 5th. Heading for turn 1. O'Neill going to peek to the right. Couldn't quite get there. Didn't drive it in deep enough. Under the Briggs and Stratton sign. Staying pretty much even through turn 4. Down the long straightaway. Andrew Miller ahead just by a little bit. O'Neill trying to get there into the back of the 63. She's losing patience. Up through turn 6 under the Corvette sign. Headed for turn 7. Only a few more critical passing points at this track remain in this lap under the Speedville sign. This was one of them right here, if only the 15 was close enough. .63 holding on steadily over the 15. Looks like the 15 slipping back a little bit. The 9 of Stapleton working his way into the picture and trying to get up there. Coming around for 4 laps to go this time as they head through Canada corner. Andrew Miller sits 25th in the standings. 100 points back of Dale Lightning coming into this race. This would be very big for that 63 team. Josephine O'Neill is even further back, 110 points back, in 32nd place in the standings. Peeking to the right, as I look at the standings here, through turn 1. And, oh man, O'Neill's right there. Through the nick of 3, headed for 4. Miller gets the run off the turn. Abby Jacobs trying to dive bomb the 9. Down the long straightaway. Stapleton's going to have the preferred groove going through this left-hander. As is O'Neill going to have the advantage going through the left-hander of turn 5, headed for 6. O'Neill gets the lead back. looking to become the first female winner in the DLP IndyCar series. 5 races through already. We're on race 6. Remember, the race 1 winner at Texas was Ethan Farley in the 11. Race 2 at Michigan, it was Dale Lightning. Race 3 at Sonoma, you know Keyshawn Richardson. I've said it a lot. In Kentucky, in that thriller there, it was Dale Lightning once again. The only 2-time winner so far in this series. Then at Homestead, Zach Ridolillo stealing it from Vail Moscow late off the final turn, getting his first win. Josephine O'Neill. Rounding the final turn, we'll see 3 fingers. 3 laps to go. Up the big hill. And 12 miles to go. 12 doesn't sound like much. Man, when you're in one of these things, it seems like forever. Still the fastest lap. It's Bendover's 2-minute 3.769. The fastest lap Josephine O'Neill has set, a 2-minute 4.290. And it's been a handful of laps since those pit cycles. So obviously, their stuff starting to wear just a little bit. But I don't believe that anybody else should have to come down to the pit road before this race ends. So I believe we're just cruising to the end. Jacob Thibodeau going to the inside of Quentin Moore through turn 6. Moore will hold on to that spot, just ahead of the 33. All singled out behind. Back to Trey Wright, Osman Hamid, Mark Davidson, Zach Winkle. Nothing going on there. Through the wide hairpin. We're coming to 2 to go this time. Down the straightaway, headed for Canada corner once again. O'Neill has a big lead over the 63. The final right-hander going to see the popsicles this time. 2 laps to go. 8 miles to the finish. Josephine O'Neill, the National Guard Honda, 2 laps away. Has a second lead over Andrew Miller, the 63. And that pink car not getting very much bigger. Just gotta drive smooth. We'll go on board with a 15 down this long straightaway. Through turn 5, now onto the gas, up the hill, headed for turn 6. Through 6, good. Now over to turn 7. The right-hander there. Now onto the gas and onto the brakes once again through 8. Headed for the Speedville sign, just off the side of the track a little bit. Now through this hairpin turn of turn 8. Speed not increasing very much. Behind, on board with Andrew Miller. Look at how far ahead that 15 is now. We're all onto the gas. Through the right-hander, they get off just a little bit. Stapleton and 9 trying to chase down the 63. Now onto the brakes big time through Canada corner. Boy, Stapleton almost got there. 91 of Abby Jacobs just behind. We'll go to the exterior shot now. It's a 3-car bunch up right here. Now side by side for the 5th position with Richardson and Olvera. Olvera just might get the spot there. Going up the hill as we see the white flag one more time around for Josephine O'Neill. Grab her first win in the DLP IndyCar Series to be the first female winner. Abby Jacobs can't quite get around the 9. And as they battled there, it grew a 3-second lead for the 15. Through 4 and down the long straightaway once again. Go on board with the 15 for the final lap. The whole duration, the last time around Road America. Onto the brakes, through turn 5, the left-hander here. One left-hander coming up once again, up the hill through turn 6. On the gas, off just a little bit through turn 7. On the gas once again. Now onto the brakes, going through turn 8. Downshifting to 2nd. Through the Speedville sign and the hairpin of turn 8. Then a little bit of straightaway before this tight right-hander just ahead. Didn't even need to worry about downshifting there. Now through this straightaway, all the way down to Canada Corner. Two turns to go. The last turn back to the start-finish line. Nobody even close to Josephine O'Neill. Up the hill comes the 15 National Guard Honda. The first female winner in the DLP IndyCar Series, Josephine O'Neill, wins at Road America. A 4.24 second lead over Andrew Miller. You see everyone else coming across. Dale Lightning leaves once again as the points leader here in the DLP IndyCar Series. He'll finish 17th. Well, Quentin Moore finished 9th. It's enough for Lightning to keep the points lead. Congratulations to Josephine O'Neill for winning here at Road America. We'll take a look at your full finishing results here. It's O'Neill, Miller, Stapleton, Jacobs, Olvera, Dover, Richardson, Thibodeau, Moore, and Crampton, the top 10. Here's the rest of your standings there. Zach Winkle will be credited with last. Mark Davidson, Eli Bright, and Osman Hamid, the guys 30th on back. No one finishing a lap down. Everyone managed to finish on the lead lap. As we know, it's hard to pass on these road courses, but somehow, one way or another, O'Neill was able to make it work, and a few guys were able to make it work throughout this field. At the critical passing points on this course, the only ones that matter. And it worked out best for Josephine O'Neill. Pretty much dominated this race from beginning to end. Methodically worked her way up through the field. Got back to the lead around Andrew Miller and just didn't look back. And she becomes the first female to win in this DLP IndyCar Series that happens at race 6. Off the final turn, we'll come onto pit road and will be welcomed by the congratulations from her pit crew that Ray Hall entry is victorious. It's a long way down to the entrance of pit road, or the exit of pit road, rather. Sat on the front row for this race. All the way down. And the winner. Congratulations once again to Josephine O'Neill. And hope everyone enjoyed it. And until the next race, y'all have a good one. We'll see you at Indianapolis.